10 students. In the previous class, we have discussed about acids and bases, their properties as well as their uses. Today, we will discuss about the indicators. So, let us first of all understand what do we mean by indicator. Indicator means any substance which can tell us whether a given substance is an acidic substance or a basic substance. With the help of an indicator, we can identify the nature of any solution provided to us because it will show certain symbols. We will discuss about those things in the next slides. So, first of all, you need to understand what does it mean by indicator here. So, just now we have discussed that indicators are those substances which indicates that a substance is acidic, basic or neutral in nature. So as you all can see here, there are basically two types of indicators. First, namely natural indicators, and the second is the synthetic indicators. So we will discuss about these two indicators in more detail in the next slides. Although when we talk about the types of indicators, there are majorly three varieties or the types. First one, as I told you, that is the natural indicator. Second is the synthetic or chemical indicators, and there is a third category named as olfactory indicators. So there are certain examples given here. For natural, you can see red cabbage juice, turmeric solution. For chemical or synthetic, it can be methyl orange, and for olfactory, the examples are onion, clove oil, and vanilla. So, let us see what are olfactory indicators and how are they going to tell us that how it is how a substance is an acidic or a basic substance. So if you talk about onion, so you will find when it is added, the onion juice, when it is added to an acid, it retains its smell. And when it is added to a base, it loses its smell, indicating that a substance provided is an acidic or a basic substance. Now here in this case you will find the vanilla extract. Vanilla is something which is very common to all of us, and you all must have seen and observed that vanilla is commonly used in the giving a special flavor in the ice creams or the cakes. So if the vanilla extract is added to an acidic solution, it retains its smell, whereas when it is added to a base, it loses its smell. So because here we are able to identify a substance depending upon its odor or its smell, that's why all these kind of indicators are termed as olfactory indicators. Now, let us talk about the next category, and that is the natural indicators. As you all can see here, that these are the few examples of natural indicators. Here, the very first example you can see the red and the blue litmus paper. Now, this is a paper which is obtained and extracted from lichens. If you could recall the very first chapter in biology, that is the mode of nutrition, you have studied about the symbiotic mode of relationship or the symbiosis, where lichen is one of the example of the same. Now, in the lichens, you must be knowing that it is an association between an alga and a fungus, and from this only we are able to extract an indicator, and we call it as litmus paper. Secondly, you all must have seen this substance very commonly used in your kitchen. Yes, it is turmeric. Turmeric can also be utilized as one of the natural indicators. Now, another example, if you can see here, is the red cabbage. The cabbage you all must have heard about, it's one of the vegetable, and there is another variety of cabbage which is called as red cabbage. Now, another is the hydrangea, which is another variety of the plant here, which you can see. And if it is in the acidic soil, the flowers are blue in color, and when it is in alkaline medium or alkaline soil, this is the pink colored flower which gets created here. All these substances we can utilize as a natural indicator. Now, this is the table which will tell you the complete information regarding the different natural indicators. Now, this litmus solution, here we can use the litmus paper or the litmus solution. Its original color will be purple. That means in distilled water or in the neutral medium, it will be mauve or purple in color. When it comes to an acidic medium, the blue litmus turns to red color, and in basic solution, the red litmus changes into blue color. Now, when we talk about the turmeric solution, everyone knows that its original color is yellow. When it comes in the contact of an acidic substance, it remains yellow in color, whereas when it comes in the contact of the base, it gets converted into deep red, indicating that the given substance is basic in nature. Similarly, we can use the beetroot juice also, which is originally purple in color, and in acidic medium does not change its color and changes to yellow color when it comes in the contact of a base. Now, red cabbage juice is also one of the indicator in which the purple color is the original color, converts to pink or red from purple when comes in the contact of the acid, and turns green or yellow when it comes in the contact of a base. The next natural indicator is the China rose solution. China rose flowers you all must have heard about. So we can prepare the China rose solution with the help of the petals of China rose flower. It is originally red in color, and when it is added to an acidic solution, it turns magenta, and when added to a basic medium, turns into green color. Now, this is the part of your book which I have discussed just now. So, if you can read it over here, to test if a given substance is acidic or basic, special kind of substances are used, and such substances are called as indicator. The indicators used for identifying an acid or a base are also called as acid-base indicator. So, we may define it as a substance that changes its color when added to an acid or base is called as an acid-base indicator, or simply as an indicator. Now, I have talked about certain examples which has also been listed in your book, that is turmeric, litmus, China rose petals, commonly called as Gudhal ka Phool, red cabbage juice. Now, we will talk about the synthetic or the chemical indicators. There are majorly three, and that is phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Now, litmus here has been put up in the synthetic one also because it is basically obtained from the natural source, so that's why it can be also called as natural indicator. But since it is synthesized to make paper or the solution, and it is processed further, and that's why it can be kept under the synthetic indicators as well. So let's see what are the things which are given in the litmus. So in the case of litmus, as you all can see, it is a natural dye and extracted from lichen. Since it is obtained from nature, that's why it is called as a natural dye or indicator. In distilled water, which is a neutral medium, its color remain purple or mauve. This is what I have told you in the previous slide as well. In acidic solution, its color is red, and in the basic solution, its color is blue. So, litmus can be made available in the form of solution or in the form of strips of paper, which is called as litmus paper. And this litmus paper only you will find in your labs very commonly. So, this is, you can see, the acid turns the blue litmus paper red, bases turn red litmus paper blue, and these are the pictures of lichens on the tree from which the litmus paper is, or the litmus solution is prepared. Now there is an activity which you all are required to perform. In this, what are you required to do? So you have to test the acidic or the basic nature of the given solution using a litmus as an indicator. These are the substances or the materials which you are supposed to keep with you while you are identifying the nature. Now, in this case, as you can see, the different solutions have been provided to us as listed here. Now, one by one, we will have to take all these and then take blue and the red litmus paper and write down our observations. So in the case of tap water, you will find there is no change in blue as well as the red litmus paper. In distilled water also, there will be no change in both the cases. In soft drinks, because we know it contains some acid, the blue litmus will turn into red color and there will be no change in the red litmus paper. Vinegar will change from blue to red and no change in the red litmus paper. Soap solution is basic in nature, so there will be no change on blue litmus paper and the red litmus paper will turn into blue color. Amla juice contains citric acid, so blue will turn into red and no change in the red litmus. Ammonium hydroxide, we have already discussed, is a base, so there will be no change in the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper will turn into blue color. Similarly, common salt solution, because it is neutral in nature, there is no change in both the conditions. Now, baking soda solution, you will find the no change in blue litmus paper, whereas red changes to blue color. Sugar solution, no change in both the litmus papers. Glucose solutions, no change in both the papers. Dilute sulfuric acid, blue litmus paper will turn into red and no change in the red litmus paper. In lime water, you will find the no change in the blue litmus paper and red litmus will turn into blue in lime water. Sour milk will turn blue litmus red, whereas no change in the red litmus paper. Curd will also change blue litmus paper into red color and no change in the red litmus paper. And finally, sodium hydroxide will show no change in the blue litmus paper, whereas red litmus paper will turn into red color. And based upon the same, you can always identify and write down your results as like in the form given here. That is, the solutions which are changing from blue to red, all they are acidic. The solutions which are changing from red to blue are the basic, and the one which are showing no change in both the cases are the neutral. So our conclusion from the same is the acids or the acidic substances turn blue litmus to red and have no effect on red litmus. Basic substances turn red litmus to blue and have no effect on blue litmus, and the neutral solutions or substances have no effect on both blue and the red litmus here. Now the second indicator which has been discussed here is the turmeric. So turmeric is yellow in neutral solution, yellow in acidic solution and red in the basic solution. And to test it with the help of turmeric, we again have an activity, that is activity 3 here. Same process we are going to apply. We are going to make the turmeric paper by soaking some paper into the turmeric solution, and then we will make that paper to get dry, and then after we can dip that paper into different solutions. So as like in the previous activity, there are certain more sample solutions provided, and here you will find in tap water it will be no change, distilled water no change, soft drink no change, vinegar no change, soap solution it will get converted into red color, amla juice no change, ammonium hydroxide turns to red, curd again no change, common salt solution no change, soda water changes to red, baking soda solution changes to red, sugar solution and glucose solution no change, dilute sulfuric acid no change, lime water turns red, sour milk no change, and sodium hydroxide again turns to red. So those of them are turning into red color are are basic in nature, whereas the ones which are not changing any color are acidic in nature. But here we will have to identify the neutral solutions as well. So in that case we will have to perform a special kind of reaction, that is the neutralization reaction, or we will have to check it with the help of some other indicator, maybe litmus paper. So in this case, tap water, distilled water and common salt solution and sugar solution, glucose solution, all these 5 solutions or sample solutions will be neutral in nature. So this is what you can verify with the help of the other indicators, not with the help of turmeric, because it is not changing any color with the help of in the acidic as well as the neutral medium. Next is the China rose as an indicator. Here you can see its original color is magenta or dark pink. In the neutral solution, it remains light pink, whereas in the case of the basic solution, it turns into green color. So original color is pink. In acidic solution, magenta or dark pink. In the basic medium, it turns green or yellow in color. So what is the method of its preparation? As you all can see, you just have to place some petals of China rose flowers in a beaker, pour some warm water into it, stir vigorously with a glass rod, and then decant the pink colored extract into a boiling tube, and then label it as China rose indicator. Now, as like we have done the previous two activities by indicating its change in the color, here we are going to use the China rose extract as an indicator to test whether the given substance is an acidic, basic, or neutral substance. So in tap water, it will be no change or pink. Distilled water, no change or pink. In soft drink, it will be magenta. Vinegar, magenta. Soap solution will be green. Amla juice will be magenta. Sodium hydroxide will be green. Soda water will be green. Then after baking soda solution will also be green. Sugar solution and glucose solution, no change. Dilute sulfuric acid, magenta. Lime water, green. Sour milk, magenta. And sodium hydroxide, green. So the ones who are turning into magenta are acidic in nature. The ones who are turning into green color are basic in nature. And with the ones which are showing no change are neutral in nature. So these are the few natural indicators which you are supposed to know. Now next is the synthetic acid base indicators or the chemical acid base indicators. There are two major ones which are used very commonly, that is phenolphthalein and methyl orange. The original color of phenolphthalein is colorless and it remains colorless in acidic medium but turns to red color in the basic medium. Similarly, methyl orange, its original color is orange, turns into red color in acidic medium and changes to yellow color in the basic medium. This is what is indicating the original color. Here it has been discussed and given about a third synthetic indicator, and that is thymol blue. You need not to remember this right now, but you have to know about phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Now again there is an activity which is related to the same. There are certain sample solutions provided and you will find you have to write the color change with the help of phenolphthalein and the methyl orange. So you will find the two examples are already provided. So in sodium hydroxide colorless to pink. In phenolphthalein, common salt solution, no change. Lime water colorless to pink. Washing soda solution colorless to pink. Lime juice, no change. Distilled water, no change. Sugar solution, no change. And soap solution colorless to pink. So those of them are basic, which turns into pink color, and the ones which are acidic or neutral will show no change. Similarly, in the case of methyl orange, the same sample solution, sodium hydroxide, orange to yellow, common salt solution, no change, lime water, orange to red, washing soda solution, orange to yellow, lime juice, orange to red, distilled water, no change, sugar solution, no change, and soap solution, orange to yellow. This is how you can always identify the ones which are acidic in nature, basic in nature, or the ones which are neutral in nature. This is the observation if we are using the different indicators. You can see for common salt, sodium carbonate, vinegar and lemon juice. With the help of turmeric, we are getting this result. With the red cabbage juice, we are getting this observation. With blue litmus, we are getting this observation. And with the red litmus, we are getting this observation. So every indicator will give you ultimately the same kind of result, where you will be able to obtain the nature of the given solution, whether it is acidic, basic or neutral in nature. Now based upon this, we have got certain differences in between the acids and the bases. So let's see all of them one by one. Acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. Acids give corrosive touch, whereas bases give soapy touch. Acids turn blue litmus to red, whereas bases turn red litmus to blue. This is something which I have already discussed in the previous class only. Acid turns China rose indicator to magenta, whereas bases turn China rose indicator to green in color. Acid have no effect on the color of turmeric paper, it remains the same, whereas bases turn turmeric paper red. Acids turn methyl orange to red, and here bases turn methyl orange to yellow. Acids turn purple color of red cabbage to red, and or you can say magenta, whereas in the case of bases it turns to green in color. Acids do not change the color of phenolphthalein, whereas bases turn the phenolphthalein from pink to colorless. So these are few of the basic differences between acids and bases. You all are advised to go through these oral questions. I hope you all will be able to write the answers of all these oral questions on your own. So this is all for today. Till then, take care. Jai Hind everyone.